Let's continue. There are important teachings on the path of the feminine about the need for surrender and allowing for the best manifestation. The divine warrior is not at odds with these, but continually surrenders into the greater unfoldment and play of cosmic forces, seeking to align with those forces for greater power and flow. This is also where we cut off at where I was going in here on this word of forces, and where I tend to pause when I come across that word now with the overstanding due to the uploads that I've been having recently. And when we look at the black hole has a gravitational pull. Anything that gets near it, it sucks it right in. So that is a very powerful force because it'll take you out of this galaxy into another. Okay? But forcing something is different. It's pushing. It's almost as if you push yourself to do something that is natural, you're going to create resistance, and this resistance will now become a wall or a block to what the goal or the effect of a cause you intended to have. When we look at the world today, there are a lot of forces at work to restrict you from your natural pull. So much so that a lot of these mysterious tools are being used against your own. And when I say your own, I specifically mean within your own dynamics of a family, either through thought, verbal communication, or body language. Then comes the external substances or resources that people will use to create these type of restrictions and delays in another's life. But those delays actually occur when the mind is, one, not awakened or weak. Hence, some of you have gone through certain spiritual attacks that you survived because you're stronger than that attack, and that attack is just a micro of the macro of what you are. The oracle of divine destiny often comes at a time where there is something that you feel you are struggling to attain. It may be a vague sense or a clear vision. There's something within your heart that you have almost given up faith on. The word written here is hope. You can keep hoping and hoping for this and that again. That is another example of taking you away from your true power to pull things towards you. And pulling things towards you is also connected to the word faith and attraction, because when you know something is going to happen, having faith or believing it's going to happen, it will, because you know. But if you have belief without knowing, this is now where you step into hope. Some of you have this hopeful way of living because you've never known the life that you can actually manifest by stepping into the unknown and having faith that because you don't see it yet, to you it feels like it's already there. You feel delusional. And what's feeding that delusion? Obviously, the environment. The I told you so's. Let me tell you something. You hear me say that often. Release what no longer serves you. Release what no longer serves your purpose. Or you're going to keep expressing the works of a lesser world, creating your own hell. There's something within your heart that you have almost given up faith on, wondering if it's ever really going to come together. This oracle comes with the message that although you may feel struggle or challenge, it is not a sign to step away in this situation. It is a sign to put your faith in the divine warrior within instead. This warrior may shift approach, change expectation, go within to find the resources you require, or find a completely different path to get you to your destiny. Do not give up the fight. If you are not sure to what this applies, ask yourself what is in your life that you feel you are fighting to attain or maintain. Find what it is, not in form, but in essence. If it is your job that you are fighting for, then it may be your freedom and responsibility that you are really fighting for, as an example. If you are fighting your weight or eating habits, then it might be the right to express your true feelings that you are fighting for with your body as the divine warrior, refusing to give up the right to truthful expression. Find the truth of what you are working towards and keep your heart and mind centered in that truth. Your divine warrior will get you what you need and deeply desire. For some of you, this is something that you are truly lacking here, okay? Getting you what you deeply desire in alignment with your best and highest divine destiny, as you deserve no less. The ritual for this path of the divine warrior, divine destiny, close your eyes and go into your heart. Be aware of the stillness within you and imagine that you can read your inner heart as if it were a beautiful book of words, images, and scenes. Imagine, sense, or feel that this book within your heart is accessible to you now as you act silently within. Where am I fighting for my divine destiny right now? And be aware that the book responds to you, falling open at a particular page. Imagine that you can perceive or feel the contents of that page, letting yourself be aware of any impressions, whether they make sense to you or not. If you do not sense anything, that is fine. It doesn't mean nothing is happening. It just means you are not consciously aware of it for now. Be patient and intend to receive guidance, which will become clear to you during this ritual or later on, whatever serves you best. Then ask the book, as if you were asking Source, how do I best fight so that my divine destiny will manifest? And be aware that the book opens at a particular page and you see, sense, or feel, perceive, or notice certain colors, feelings, or impressions. You may see images or get clear guidance, or you may find that you don't notice much consciously at all. Even if the latter is the case for you, where you may find that you don't notice much consciously at all, do the exercise anyway, because you will be receiving guidance at a subconscious cellular level that will have a healing and guiding effect on your thoughts, actions, and impulses. This is a deep healing exercise, no matter how vivid your perception of your inner book might be. Take your time in coming back to your heart, and when you are ready to open your eyes. If you had any insights, you may wish to record them immediately before your awareness leaves this altered state. With this incantation, it will help you to merge with your inner warrior and find the strength that you need to fight your good fight, your great fight for your highest divine destiny. You can say this standing up, feet strong on the ground, And like yesterday's message, allowing gravity do what it does, putting your intentions into your feet, grounded into the ground, feet strong on the ground, belly and firm and arms wide. Enjoy your strength. You can say this standing up, feet strong on the ground, belly in and firm and arms wide. Enjoy your strength. And here's the incantation. Warrior strong, within my heart you beat. My highest destiny I shall meet. Your power, focus, and determination ends fear, doubt, and procrastination. Warrior strong, within my heart you beat. Together, my highest destiny we greet. And this is so divinely in tune with the information I was diving into in regards to the pineal gland and the pituitary gland, as the pineal gland produces golden melatonin, aka honey. See the importance of bees, huh? The pineal gland has more blood flow per cubic volume than any other organ and is located in the center of the brain, behind and above the pituitary gland, surrounded by cerebral spinal fluid, or CSF, also known as the male energy, the yang, the dominant source of the body's melatonin. Now, melatonin and its effects. Melatonin has a significant effect on your mood, immune system, circadian rhythms in regards to the quality and quantity of sleep. It is anti-aging, and it is the stress-reducing hormone as it suppresses cortisol, the disease-feeding stress hormone. Excuse me. Melatonin is also a powerful antioxidant. Now, this is also where you see in a biblical text of John. John would be, let me just clarify this really quickly. Are you love? John the Baptist represents the intellectual concept of truth, but John by itself. Love. Peter is faith, Andrew's strength, James, sons of Zebedee, wisdom or judgment, John, love, Philip, power, Bartholomew, imagination, Thomas, understanding, Matthew, will, James, order, Simon the Canaanian, zeal, Thaddeus, renunciation or elimination, and Judas, life conserver. So, going back to the pituitary gland, or going into the pituitary gland, it produces oxytocin and vasopressin, which are white milk. It activates the hypothalamus, which also aids the health and activation of the pineal gland. It is above the sphenoid sinus, where the cerebral spinal fluid is secreted during high levels of excitement. This high level of excitement is also linked to the sensation of a spiritual experience, the female energy, Mary, or the yin. Now, the production of oxytocin is secreted during high levels of excitement, linking to sensations of spiritual experiences. Isn't sex a spiritual experience? It's supposed to be. This is why it's important, especially Aries, Leo, Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising, during this time that Saturn is in Pisces, to be mindful of who it is that you are connecting with as you are having a detox of your astral body, basically. Because even if you're not of those fire signs, you have those planets in your chart. Just be mindful of when this excitement happens, this spiritual excitement happens, what are you exciting? Are these energies that are going to bring affection towards you or infections in your life? This is why it's important to be very mindful of that. Not just for these 2.5 years, but as long as you're on this planet with all these energies and forces here. Okay. So going back into your message, I want to pull here a wisdom oracle card. And what I'm realizing about this deck, it's the wisdom oracle, but it's certainly highly spiritual once you dive deeper into the metaphysical aspects of a lot of religious texts and break them through or break through with the metaphysical, or break through by attaining the metaphysical meaning. What message do you have here for the collective wisdom oracle? I love it because this is the second time this came out, soulmates. I truly feel like with these messages being so intense, and beautifully enough that my deck here, I have spiritual connection. But in order for the collective to connect with their counterpart on a spiritual connection, something that goes beyond time, okay, you're going to have to step into this Perpetua energy, which is being authentic, regardless of what anybody says. Those that rock with you and the naysayers, like, say what you have to say, speak your word, because if you don't speak your word, all you're doing is allowing these forces to clog up your throat chakra, okay, and things that want to rise and be renewed into the brain can't. So it's like you're literally having this disconnect when it comes to a part of you that's supposed to flow effortlessly if you're connected to your authentic truth. So we got soulmates and go the distance. Listen. 41 and 47, and I'm seeing this as literally 44. Spiritual guidance to spiritually connect, and then the star, cosmic family, 17. Going the distance here with the soulmate, going the distance. Clean it up. Whatever has been completed of past cycles, it's time to clean it up and put it away. If you're going to go the distance with someone, make sure you're not repeating toxic cycles. Okay? Make sure you're not repeating toxic cycles. What do we have? Unfinished Symphony. This also was at the bottom of the deck when Soulmates came out in the pre-shuffle. It also came out with To Be Fair, Message in the Bottle. Then it was Soulmates. Then it had Unfinished Symphony. Then we got Round and Round. So yeah, this is something that keeps coming back around for some of you here. What is the advice? Okay, here and now. Remain here and now. So be focused on what's happening here and now as to what decisions to make here and now. Not even thereafter, here and now. What decisions to make here and now. And then look here. Message in the bottle is number 15, and this is 51. 6. Some of you learned the lesson 2022. This 7 year is the year you connect to the crown. And again, in terms of this Christ oil, every 2.5 days this happens for you when the moon is in your sun sign. But you have to preserve that oil. Eat good foods. This is the time that you definitely have to stay away from alcohol. This is the time where you do have to, disconnect from your partner sexually, as you are literally going through your rebirth, because you're not going to make love and give birth to a child at the same time. I mean, listen, it might be 1 or 2 people, I don't know, or a couple thousand of people that may have listen, I don't know your personal lives like that, but let's be real here. You know what I mean? And at the top of the deck, what do you have? The yin, divine feminine, as we was just talking about that. That's that melatonin. The production of oxytocin and vasopressin, which is white. The activation of the pineal gland, linking to spiritual experiences. And going back to the forces, some of you goddesses out here, and goddess energy could be a masculine energy too, in terms of the principle of it, are connecting to certain forces that know that you are this portal to have a spiritual, successful experience. But that also drains you if this is not your counterpart. Okay? And then we got the fates, number 17 here. The star. What's at the top again? Let's see. The thinker, 44. Look at that, 4417. Right there. Soulmates go the distance. The thinker and the fates. Let me clarify this. Let's go ahead and give the clarity here on this energy. And it's beautiful. Oh my goodness, number 17 too. I'm just about to tell you about the fairy card that's staring at me at the bottom of the deck here from this other deck, and it's also number 17. So some of you may have been seeing number 1717. If you have been, there's something here about the healing of the divine masculine that yet has to happen, and it's in reverse here. Look at this, with the bridge that we was talking about, we got the pathway. Direction, purpose, and change. Come on now. Let's see. Show me soulmates. There's definitely an unfinished symphony here and now in this very moment. Divine feminine. Land of milk and honey. We have the soulmate card coming up with the 6 of cups, which is also a soulmate card. Okay. And the moon is in Scorpio right now too. We also got the 6 of Wands at the bottom of the deck, speaking of victory. Show me go the distance. Nine of Swords. anxiety due to deep unfulfillment, mental unfulfillment. This is ignoring what you know, because the Nine of Swords is basically the energy of not having that communication that you know you can have, or that dialogue, that wise knowledge of dialogues that you can have, dialogues of wise knowledge. Something is reversed here. Judgment for the thinker. But in between, I'm going to put it in between because I wasn't ready for the thinker. I was just shuffling the cards in my hand. But let me get a message here for the thinker. Number one, look into this. 6/9/20, June 9th, 2020. So significant here. Show me the thinker. Number 44. Feel like your higher self is putting in work here to get you to think differently about something. Higher level of commitment, the Hierophant. I just heard peer pressure for some reason, because the Hierophant also does speak of an institution. And then we have Two of Cups. So with that being said, some of you are in a union that it's fated for an unconventional way of working for the both of you, you and your partner, but you're doing things in a conventional way, and this is what's causing this anxiety, this lack of connection to your own free will with the Judgment card here. The universe has been guiding you time and time again, because 205 is the Six of Swords, Mercury in Aquarius. So something here about your perception with the external world, your perception of the external world. Soulmates go the distance, and the thinker. Here and now, divine feminine goddess energy, unfinished symphony. This unfinished symphony, this unfinished song, for some of you, this is literally something that your soulmate is your music. There's things that you have to finish that you have not finished, because your focus may be on a feminine energy. You need to either use that for your creativity, or if you're unable to use it for your creativity, focus on what can add to that creativity. Let's see here. Clarify these cards, y'all. For soulmates, clarify the Six of Cups. Advice. Ace of Wands. I love that. This speaks of a rebirth. But remember, every rebirth is to each its own. Okay? To each its own. This could be a situation you may want to go the distance, but if you're the only one choosing to, step into making this work, then you might as well be in a partnership with yourself and refine that. You got the Page of Wands with the Ace of Wands here coming out. This does speak of a message that's coming in with the Eight of Wands that is definitely exciting to see. We're going to see what's going on here, because we do got the Nine of Swords, so there may have been something that didn't go as planned. The Ace of Swords, however, Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands, we got the two eyes, these. Okay. We got the Ace of Wands pointing in a different direction here. Let me get one more card here for the Six of Cups with the Ace of Wands in this direction. We got the King of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, and the Wheel of Fortune. So that's that militant energy there. Okay. This rebirth, you're being guided. Now the universe is guiding you towards a rebirth when it comes to your inner knowing and inner wisdom and integrity. Again, with the path of the divine warrior. Let's see what else we get here. He's around. Okay. Some of you could be having a rebirth of a partnership with the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here. That is your soulmate. Let's see. You have Temple of Lapis Lazuli, Goddess of the Ancient Skies, as the foundation here. Then you have Flower of Life and Divine Sisterhood, divine creativity, manifestation, and community of spiritual sisters and brothers of the light. I feel like connecting more with people who have basically similar knowings that leads into similar beliefs will connect you with your fated partner. But there's obviously something you would have to do to step out of your comfort zone. Some of you may have to travel because you do have go the distance here. You got the Nine of Swords coming through with that though. There's a massive shift here that's happening at a cellular level. Okay, for whoever it is that is watching this message, this is pertaining to a shift that is happening at a cellular level. I highly suggest you trust where the universe is guiding you. Pay attention to what your heart and your brain are communicating to each other. So what that means is you're going to have to really take a moment and pause and sit with all of the energies that you're feeling at that current moment that you want to make a decision. Just focus on the here and now. Evidently, there's a future that you're seeing. It's something you want to manifest. But let's say, honestly, with manifestations, it's you have to really work on expressing that affirmations based on where you're at right now, right? So if you're expressing that affirmation based on where you at this current moment, then here and now, can you honestly say that what you're about to manifest is the same thing that you're experiencing right now? This is where you're going to also be able to see where you're given chances to situations that it's going to lead you into this Nine of Swords. But we're going to clarify this, okay, just to see where everything is going. We're going to see where this is going, okay? Now, with the Flower of Life coming through here, though, y'all, it does express you entering a fertile period of your life, okay? And for you to focus on your innate creativity and how potent this is becoming so you can enjoy seeing your seeds grow. And I'm getting that spring card as I said that from the Ancestor Spirit deck. It says you are guided to think of yourself as a creative being and to surrender to your control and surrender your control over how things will manifest instead of allowing them to do so. So you are guided to think of yourself as a creative being and to surrender your control over how things will manifest, and instead allow them to do so. Don't resist change. Instead, flow and let it happen. Now is the time for your blossoming. So, yeah, like we got the soulmate card, the Six of Cups, being clarified by the King of Swords, which speaks of your inner wisdom and your inner knowing, also your sage wisdom. And this Ace of Wands having to do with a new beginning, a very passionate new beginning. Now, because we have milk and honey here in this yin energy, and the King of Swords and this Ace of Wands, this fiery passion. Now my left ear's ringing. Some of you have a divine guardian, 636. Your guardian angel has been surrounding you. You might see their name or the day that they were born. Like if they were born on the 17th, because 17 keeps coming up here. They may have just seeing their birthday around constantly. You're seeing signs and symbols of this person's name or birthday, because there's something here that you're pushing too hard on. You're forcing something to happen here. And it's going to lead you into this Nine of Swords. Let's see. So put your focus on your creativity, on your work, because something here could be robbing you from your work. You're in a fertile period of success in your life here. Clarify the go the distance with the Nine of Swords. I want a smoothie. And I'm going to have one after this. Clarify go the distance and the Nine of Swords. I'll have me a healthy snack thereafter. And I'll be back with another message. But we're not done with this. Nowhere near done. This came out reverse. Let me see. What's this? Nine. Listen. No. Yep. No. You're going the distance, pushing on something, and it's only creating this Nine of Swords. Nine of Cups with the Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This is sorrow, pains, and regrets. You don't. I'm literally giving you a message, so you're not sitting here regretting some shit you're about to do. Okay. Let me see here. Give me a second. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it with both. What's this? The letter in reverse, 27. Show me this energy here. There goes 69 again, though, with this 9 in reverse with the 9 of Cups. We have the Fox showing up here. Someone got a lot of tricks up their sleeve. 14. I told you, there's an ancestor here that's leading you to where you're supposed to go. You have a lot of options, but there's one divine counterpart for you in this lifetime. Well, I'm not going to say just one, but that one, depending on where you're at in your spiritual journey at this time, is what your ancestors want to connect you with. You have the Nine of Wands here with the Fox. And then the main male was at the top. 42 with the compass on the north and the south node. The heart of it, rolling the dice, taking a risk. Okay. 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 Yep, you got options here. 5 and 5, you got 5, 14. Seven of Pentacles. You're at a point where you're building so well on your work right now, your career, your own business. And I feel like that's what they truly want you to focus on. You have the child here and the 22 Queen of Pentacles with the double stairway. I just smell chicken nuggets. I don't ever eat that. Not anymore. Let me see. No, I'm going to the gematria for this. McDonald's specifically. Chicken nuggets. 641 and 41 is soulmate. Some of you, a sign of what you're doing that's going to lead into this Nine of Swords is a very high amount of hair loss that you is only because that energy doesn't belong with you here, okay? We got Mercedes Benz could be significant. Interpretations. 769. Let me see. Betty Boop, August 15th. Declaring the end from the beginning. The reptilian queen bee. Okay. Okay. Wow, just by seeing the reptilian queen bee, some of you could be connected to, let's say, your masculine could be literally a feminine from another lifetime that's really out here to fuck with you. Be like that sometimes. You just gotta have the eye to see, and to have the eye to see, you gotta make sure you're in connection to that pituitary and pineal gland. And then we got the book with the 10 of Pentacles. Something here about either way. The swans is definitely a great message, though. It's in the middle. Who's the swans? Show me the swans. Who's the swans? The polar bear and the bouquet. Okay, okay. That's the 10 of Pentacles again with 915. This could be a Virgo. Now, the lady here holding a rose from that bouquet. Now, this polar bear, 10 of Wands, it does speak of motherly protection. We just talked about a feminine. I feel like some of you may have to do like a cut cord breaking with your partner to release some of these past vibrations or energies. Again, one of the ways you can do that is being mindful when the moon is in your sun sign. You got the owl, communication, the star, and privileged lady. 1212. This ascension is a tower moment, but it leads you right to where you're supposed to be. The tower is also significant of Uranus, which is the King of Swords, Aquarius. And then you got the Six of Cups represented by the star card. 616 could be significant. Okay. You may have met this person when you were 16. You got the courthouse here. Privileged lady. Ooh. So now I'm picking up on, for some of you, this cycle of love, this particular soulmate is what allows you to connect to your inheritance. This could be financial or home, or just, simply a spiritual gift that leads to the others. Let's see what else. Clarify more about this Nine of Swords and go the distance. Just saw the Hierophant with the Two of Wands here. Okay, we have the Queen of Cups. Again, with this feminine energy and the Ten of Cups in reverse. Like these are cards you want to see upright. Clarifying this Nine of Swords, but they're coming out in reverse, literally saying that if you push this, you're going to be repeating a cycle here, and you're part of a royal bloodline. Knight of Pentacles, Virgo energy. You're part of a royal bloodline. Aries, Three of Wands. So let me see. Divine, because you also had divine sisterhood, right? In a community that is based in equality, respect, and healthy boundaries and personal feeling, with the mutual desire for spiritual growth and honoring of innate wisdom, great miracles occur. You are a part of this community of light, and at one time it existed only in the spiritual worlds, yet now it is being born on earth. It is part of your destiny to help create and nurture a conscious community that empowers all of its members and is based in truth. So, with that being said, is this why? Give me one more card here about going the distance with the Nine of Swords. It's giving no energy right now. It's giving no energy. Walk away from it so you can walk towards your Ace of Pentacles. Then we got the Seven of Swords and the Two of Cups. Now the Seven of Swords definitely speaks of being more careful about the decisions that you make with the Seven of Wands, boundaries. Because something here is going to lead you right back into discontent and boredom. Now I'm going to get the message here clarified with this Judgment card. Let's say you continue along this path. Because your final card here as the thinker, because that's what you're thinking, you're deciding on what to do here when it comes to this higher level of commitment, or is it a higher level of commitment with the soulmate? Is this the land of milk and honey here and now? If you decide to go the distance with the clarified energy of the Nine of Swords here, Source, speak to their hearts, please. If you decide, we got the Two of Cups, came out in a challenging position, but we're going to take this upright. So if you decide to move forward with this Two of Cups, okay, what do we got here? We got the Star, all right. We had the Fate, and then we got the Virgo. For some of you, this counterpart that you are literally thinking of that this resonates with has to do with the Virgo. You're a Virgo. Then we have the Nine of Cups upright. So if you do decide to move forward with this, it's going to put you through another dark night of the soul. This partnership is going to put you to another dark night of the soul. Fates, the Star card here. The Star is in the lantern of this Hermit energy. The Fates round and round. And we have Imagine and Building Blocks. Regeneration. Between Worlds. So let's get one more here. As a matter of fact, something about a matter of fact. 29. You got here 29. Have it in the cards. Sure. So we can pick up on all the signs Source is giving you right now, okay? The other 29 would be Judgment number 20 and Swords. They decide to move forward here. Clarify Two of Cups with the Hermit. They decide to move forward. You have Old Car. Weary, retired, exhaustion, wound tired, needs restoration, overdue, old habits die hard, enduring, Nostalgia, stuck in the past. If you decide to move on with this, you'll be stuck in the past. Again, that's why you'll end up having that Hermit card. So for some of you, it's really an Aquarius that you're connected to, or Leo, because you have here tandem bicycle at the bottom of the deck. And at the bottom of the deck, well, this is the Nine of Cups. So this could be a Pisces or Aquarius or Leo. Okay. Earth sign here, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Advice to get out another time. Telephone. Some of you are playing a game of telephone where information is not communicated clearly, but this also does speak of connection, conversation, getting through two-way street, reaching out, throat chakra, rings a bell, inner voice, notification. That could be highly significant. Like that's almost like it's coming through like a warning, as far as like you could hear a bell ringing or your ear ringing. We got thunderstorm here. Okay. Power, destruction, trouble. Something's dried out. I just saw a dryer. When I said trouble, I just saw a dryer. They decide to move forward, go the distance, and move away from this Nine of Swords. They decide to move away from this Nine of Swords. Because again, the Ace of Wands was pointing in a different direction from this, so the Ace of Wands was going that way. Wow. You have Judgment and the Three of Pentacles. I feel like this has to do with this community you're connected to, where you would be connected to your counterpart. King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Pisces, Temperance, Sagittarius. This could be a water sign with a fire sign type of vibe. Then we got the Queen of Pentacles and the Hermit. Wow. Some of you, Virgo season could be highly significant, or even Taurus season. Or right now, because the Three of Pentacles is also a Mars card. Here and now. Knight of Cups. It's at the top here. Nine of Cups. Yeah, see, moving forward is definitely going to be an ideal situation, meaning matching up with the idea of milk and honey. All right. So let's clarify the Judgment card now that we know it actually has to do with you moving forward, and therefore the card right after Judgment is the Hierophant. Okay. We got 4, 4, 4, 4, and 17, and the Judgment card being clarified by the Nine of Pentacles, Venus and Virgo. So for some of you, a way that you show your love is through being organized. Answering the call of your willpower here, which leads to trust. Then we got the Sun card at the bottom of the deck. And the Nine of Pentacles is a card of someone who is single, okay? What do we have here? We have holding back after an ending. Let me see. Yep, that comes right up in the middle. Nine of Pentacles. Then we got the Four of Pentacles with the Death card in between. So look at, you see it, man. The King of Swords energy, or air sign. Mm. This is like someone who becomes single, right? And connects with someone who is definitely majestic, but also had to sacrifice a lot and walking away from a domain that they were born into. But there were certain traditions that they didn't agree with, so they decided to move forward with their own path. Ace of Pentacles. And there goes the Ace of Wands. Let me pull one more card here for this. This is giving the feels of that love message that we did where you've known each other already. Yes. Some card. This is definitely connected to yesterday's love reading because you got the King of Pentacles yesterday. Or reading 1C. Four of Swords. What's under that? The Tower. Something definitely does end here though. Yep. So you can move forward. It leads to a move. Definitely leads to a move. This is something that is definitely a catalyst to what's next. Okay. Yeah, the bridge. Was talking about there go number 38. These cards definitely just like that's it. So we'll go with that. Let me look at let's look at this Hierophant energy then. What's the Hierophant talking about? Here and now, unfinished symphony. It's time to look at it for all that it is, here and now. Here and now. Loving faithfully. The Lovers and the Hierophant. With the Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck and Aries season here, or Sun in Aries. Four of Cups. Four of Cups, Judgment. Boundaries with the Seven of Wands. What's this decision here regarding high level of commitment? What's this decision? Oh, to drop the Three of Swords and focus on your work. Let's go on there. Three of Cups. Ooh. Because you're on your way to a celebration anyway. You don't, yeah, the divine going, you don't see this coming because the divine going to sneak you with that Seven of Pentacles. We was talking about this before. Something you've been building on already. This is just the final stages. Okay. I just had a vision of someone baking a cake and checking to see if it's done by poking it. And it was just a matter of like 3 seconds between the next poke. Like literally it was a short amount of time that it seemed like no time at all, where you realize, okay, it's ready now. I feel like that's how the divine is looking at you. You're ready now. But you got to step away from this. Three of Swords in reverse. What's the Three of Swords? We got Castle, pride, recognition, position, praise for achievements, ego, isolation, the old guard. Listen, that movie right there. Check out the old guard. And when you do watch it, yeah, it's definitely going to give you this essence here of the game of chess, strategy, planning, checkmate, grand design, thinking ahead, tactics, moves and counter moves. So there's going to be a plan that you have for the way you've been functioning with thinking ahead. It could have been causing some anxiety here with the Nine of Swords, consequences of actions. Three of Swords. We have curtain call. That's wild because I was definitely seeing this too. Three of Swords. Once you make a decision about this Three of Swords, it's like I feel like some of you have healed a partnership, or will be healing a partnership, but it's something where this is not your counterpart, because the divine is actually going to reconcile you with the counterpart. We got 66 here. What numbers are these? This is Leo, Sagittarius, the bridge. Let me pull this. What is it showing me here? Yep, 4-leaf clover, 302. Okay. Wow, the card that was face down, it was the serpent card or the snake card here, but in reverse. Queen of Wands, Aries energy. Then we got the 4-leaf clover, Six of Pentacles with the tulips, King of Swords, but this definitely speaks of sensuality. What is going on, y'all? Decisions made with the gavel. Finished. You're finished with being judged. This is a serious situation. You have an important decision to make. Some of you, this almost feels like a legal matter in spiritual court with your soulmate. Again, where it's like someone from another lifetime is portraying as your masculine, of force. Oh shit, look at that, Anubis around here, turned around. Marriage. Clarify this. The ring. We just saw marriage, and that's the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is pointing towards the King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And then we got sudden wealth. Like things start to move smoothly for you in life when you're connected to who you're supposed to be connected to. When you're not, shit just be falling apart. And there goes Anubis again. With the Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles is part of the Judgment card. What is 258? To go one way or another. Wow. To be sharp, 258. I'm getting that once you disconnect from what is no longer serving you and you observe it for the here and now and don't put too much focus on the future, because the future is now, and embracing that, the I am is where you're at now. That's wow, because I just opened up the gematria on another page and it went to the I am, what we was looking at yesterday. So I feel like you do finally connect with a particular soul that matches your vibration from this. Like some of sometimes you could connect to different people or energies from different lifetimes just to close out particular cycles. See here, 258. Colorado could be significant if you check your astrocartography and see what lines are showing up when it comes to Colorado. That could help you. Okay, we have 8-8, copper, orgasm. We have soldier, corner, change, earth, iguana, Now, the iguanas are highly sensitive. Shake your Like I always tell you, I just really want y'all really living your best life, your greatest life. Well, they have lizard, which speaks of instinctual, sensitive to the subtle, and dreamer. When you're in balance, you're artistic, telepathic, and spiritual. When out of balance, elusive, non-committal, and flaky. To bring into balance a creative project. The lizard is an expert in the realm of sensory perception, as if it has a sixth sense. The lizard hears what is yet to be spoken and sees what is yet to manifest. Although this is an amazing gift, it can easily wear the lizard down. Big crowds, lots of travel, or overstimulation will drain a lizard of their magical essence. This is what I was saying, like there could be a lot that's happening where you may want to get still here and really 707 and really see what's going on and make the decision that aligns with the communication that you're receiving from your soul. Okay. This card is an indication to pull back from the bright lights and big city and return to the inner artist who's been whispering your name. And this could also be connected to where you're reactivating soul memory on goddess energy. And this could be where you have specifically 9 degrees Sagittarius, or 5 to 15 in your chart. Okay. The number 2 is showing up as significant here. That would be 2888. 2888. But yes, my love. Listen. Let's get another message here. What's this? The birds. Oh, man. Let's grab another message here. Do I have... It's okay. I shall work with these. You know what? I'm going to clarify this unfinished symphony. That's what we're going to do. We're going to clarify milk and honey, yin, here and now, and unfinished symphony. Because the way that thing over here just guiding the movie. Some of y'all like feel like a movie. Okay. Another card. 7, 10, 7. That's definitely yin, here and now, and unfinished symphony. Show me this. Ask for help. Unfinished symphony. Ask for help. What do you really need? Be willing to ask, accept support. What do you really need? Be willing to accept the support. When it comes to this unfinished symphony, then we have speak the language of love. Loving words have the power to change lives, including your own. And here and now, ask for help are both fives. Ask for help is 14. Here and now is 32. Okay. We have speak the language of love came out again, and forgiveness. Speak the language of love is 8, and then we have 29. Nothing is gained by holding on to past disappointments. Nothing is gained by holding on to past disappointments. Be supportive. Is this whole deck reversed? No, be supportive is at the bottom of the deck here in reverse. Making a genuine effort to show you care, 45, that's a 9. Just heard it's over for that in situations where there's not a genuine effort to show one cares. Okay. Ask for help. What do you really need? Be willing to accept support. When you ask for help, be willing to accept support, because when it comes to forgiveness, nothing is gained by holding on to past disappointment. As loving words have the power to change lives, including your own. The situation changes when there's loving words expressed. Anything other than that, the symphony will only be unfinished if you continue the symphony. This is a symphony with no tone. That's Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. There's this scene where he goes into this room and you see this on the wall, the Free Your Spirit card. But the image is what you see on the wall, the painting here. It's time to take back control of your life, and we have release your ex. Okay. Then we have finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. And this is why certain people could be moving a certain way, not really speaking about what's going on. When all you have to do is really talk about what the issue is to come up with a resolution. It's really that simple, but that's also for something you want to pay attention to, where there's a root to the problem, but whomever it is that you're discussing or wanting to get to the root of the problem to come up with a resolution or a solution doesn't want to get to the root of it, you're just going to be replaying this symphony. That will be an instance where you're replaying the symphony. We got here very soon at the bottom of the deck. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And going back to ask for help, what do you really need? Be willing to accept support. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Let's see. Forgiving and learning. Wow, forgiveness is clarified by forgiving and learning. Nothing is gained by holding on to past disappointments. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. And as you release and heal the past and experiencing more love in present moments, there could be situations where I say you're having this shift on a deep cellular level where you're no longer even attracted to what you used to be attracted to. Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally, because some of these partnerships have to do with this craving that you have for love and not receiving it from whom you were taught that this is who is supposed to support you, just based off of the relativity or the relation to that person. Then we have children here. Some of you will have children with this upcoming person or the person that you're with. Your love life is being affected by children at this time. Let your friends help you at the bottom of the deck. Especially, again, ask for help. What do you really need? Be willing to accept the support when you let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others is here. And we have express your love is a challenge right now because of the forgiving and learning. It's a challenge in the sense of you feeling the reciprocity. Because like I said, you have to determine what you're willing to handle when it comes to where you let people overstep your boundaries. However, just that in itself, letting people overstep your boundaries, it's already a no-no. You know what I'm saying? But you have to decide. You know your story, you know your life better than anyone else. I'm just here to give messages to help you, through the thought process of whatever may be going on at this current time. But just be mindful of that. Like whenever you feel like you're at a crossroads, ask yourself, like, is this something that I truly want to deal with? And is this truly something I can handle? Am I dealing with this or am I handling it? And if I'm handling it, am I treating it as if I'm dealing with it? Because that's a very thin line. So go ahead and make the loving gesture here. Then we have engagement at the bottom of the deck. And I feel like that's what happens once you really sit down and have that like be real with yourself. Like be real with yourself. All right, baby. That is your message. I'm, like I said, going to have me a smoothie, have me a snack, and if another message comes through, I will definitely, I'll either go live. That doesn't pull through, you already know we recording it later.